What's up everybody and welcome to the 9mm pistol. So this is a mod that's going to add in, as you may have guessed, a 9mm pistol. I've been watching this through my upcoming mod series. The mod author has been posting a ton of work in progress pictures, and this gun is going to be very high quality, and yes, we finally do have it. So taking a really close look at the pistol itself, as you can see, yes, the quality is definitely there. The model and the texture quality are extremely high on this pistol. As I start to clip it, it definitely is a pretty cool looking gun, especially in first person, although it feels like you hold it a little bit lower than you would kind of expect to, but all around a very cool gun. I'm still in workshop mode, but regardless, let's actually take a look at the actual firing and all that of it. So as you can see, it is reusing some of the sounds from just normal Fallout 4. This is something the mod author has commented on. He basically said that this should be fixed in the future, that he will be kind of moving towards custom animations and custom sounds. It's actually one of his first goals after releasing the mod, which obviously it was only released in the past 24 hours. Nonetheless, there is actually a ton in the way of custom or weapon customization for this mod, and I feel like that's one of the ways this mod actually shines above some other pistol mods out there, even though it doesn't maybe have the really cool sounds, but when it does have the really cool sounds, then it'll really stand out. So here in the weapon workbench, we could check out some of the ones I already did customize. As you can see right here, we do have one with a different barrel and extended magazine. Here that's actually a totally different gun, but as you can see, here's one of the crazier ones. You have an elongated stock and an elongated barrel, which is pretty cool and pretty crazy. And then right here we have the one with the suppressor, which it does have a very large suppressor. So let's actually look at it and get into the nitty gritty. So this does support the ammo, loads of ammo, I believe it's called, or whatever, the mod that adds in more ammo. It does support that. So as you can see, we have the 32 ACP and the 9mm Luger. Those are things added in by that mod. And then of course it does add support. There's a little patch you could apply to add support for the 9mm pistol. So here we do have one ammo conversion or caliber conversion. That's going to be the 38 round, which obviously is going to do noticeably less damage, but it's going to change to 38 ammo, which you might have a lot more of. Then we do have some of the just normal receivers. You have the light frame, heavy calibrated hair triggers right here at 53 ammo per shot, and obviously you're going to be able to shoot that pretty fast. And then finally we do have the advanced receiver doing 93 damage per shot, which I feel like this is pretty in line with fully upgraded pistols from other mods and really just in the vanilla game. So then beyond that, we actually have another few things. So as you can see right here, we have the standard grip. Let's just take a look at that. I think it looks pretty cool with that little kind of brown there. And then we also do have a comfort grip. So this is something I did talk about in a previous video. I really like how we actually changed the texture of the comfort grip, although it's a relatively small change, just adding in these little rivets there and changing the color to black. I personally like it. I think it's a nice touch, and I wish more mods did it, but it seems like not many pistol mods like to do that. So then we do have, of course, this crazy stock, which I will show you a little bit closer up in a second, but this is going to be one of the modifications to, again, make this into a longer range gun. So let's take a look at this. Let's put back on the comfort grip, and let's look at the range, 125, 66 range and accuracy. So then we get an accuracy boost there. Then we do have a bunch of different sights. So you have standard sights and glow sights. Then we do have two different red dots and or a circle, a red circle reflex sight, and then a red dot. And then we do have a short scope, which I think this mod would really benefit from see-through sight support, especially with this stock and all that. So I'd love to see that added in the future. Regardless, for the time being, you could use the circle. And then we also do have some muzzle mods. So of course we have a compensator, which does look pretty cool. I do like the look of that. And then we do have a muzzle brake, which is kind of just being more or less a barrel extension. Then we have an actual barrel extension, the long barrel. So as you can see, we're going to boost the range all the way up to 287. So what was it before? Something 66, but whatever. It's much farther now. 125 goes to 287, and then of course we have a suppressor, which is going to be that really long suppressor as well. But let's take a closer look at this gun and some of these modified versions I do have. So here we do have the version with the kind of elongated stock and elongated barrel, and I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. I really like the look of this, or the gun, when it's like this. It's really unique. Not many mods or weapon or pistol mods offer mods like this, and I think they just kind of flow with the gun pretty well. So now I have a little bit of a test set up for us. I have some legendary enemies or legendary raiders placed down there. So I have this version, which of course you know the mods on. We just made this. Then we do have this version, which is going to be silenced. It has no kind of crazy stock or anything like that. And this one I think just has a compensator and an extended mag, which also looks very cool. This one looks pretty badass when you're holding it. So let's see what the differences in range we could achieve with this. So I don't think I hit him. I guess we should use VATS here, huh? That was a no-hit. That was a no-hit. And that was... So we didn't hit him at all. Alright, let's try the silenced one. We'll try VATS on the same person. Oh, that was a hit. I'm hitting the person. I hit the other guy, though. I hit that guy. So let's now try the ranged one and see if the range is actually going to make a difference for us. So that was a hit. That was a hit. And that was only 2 shots. Regardless, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to show range in this because you can't necessarily tell when you're getting hits on target. I don't think I'm actually hitting him from here. But body shots you could definitely get from this range. And I think it makes a pretty big difference. I like it quite a bit using the other one. So let's actually get... We'll just go for some headshots on all these guys and see how many we actually get. And, yeah, that's it. I think I'm out. So, okay, so that's 1 headshot. That's 2 headshots. That's 3 headshots. That's 4 headshots. That's 5, or maybe I missed a bunch there. I don't know. Regardless, I think it's a pretty cool gun. I like it quite a bit. So now let's take it into some actual combat and see what it can really do when we want it to perform. So now we are at the Warwick Homestead. We do have a bit of a raider, I guess, raiding force coming in. I do have the 3 different ones I was using before, so we're going to try them out and see what we could do. And let's just turn those raiders on and go to town. It doesn't look like they're reacting too quickly. I should probably be using the ranged one here, but oh, I look, damn it. This is not going so well right off the bat, but we could get some shots on this guy. And I should be able to mow them down pretty quickly. Again, 100 damage per shot, so it's definitely a no-joke gun. We're going to go for some bat shots as well, though. And try and get some... Oh my god, did I just one-shot her with that headshot? That was actually pretty good. I'm impressed with that. I did not think we would do that much damage in a headshot. Who's that? What is this raider doing? I have no idea. She's just standing there for whatever reason. So let's go try and get some more bat shots over this way. And let's get this one in front that's shooting me. We'll shoot her in the leg a bunch of times. There you go, blowing her leg away. Probably if that was a headshot, it would have killed her, but regardless, not too big of a deal. So let's use one of these other ones. We do have a silenced one as well, so let's try and charge these raiders with the silenced one and see what kind of damage we could do. Oh, I just had to swim there for a second, so I couldn't reload. Maybe this wasn't a good idea, but regardless, we're going to try and blow them away. And we could go for some headshots here. And the silenced one definitely looks pretty badass. I do like the look of it quite a bit, and they're all just going to keep shooting me in the face. So we gotta be a little bit careful, and of course we are using the quick eject mags on pretty much all of the different ones I am using. So let's finish this one off, or try to, and we can switch to this other one we have as well. But the silenced one might not have the highest, it might not be using the highest damage option. I'm not really sure because that didn't seem like enough damage, or maybe the silencer reduces the damage. Well, I didn't notice that before, so I doubt it. So we'll jump back into cover back over here, and we could use this one. I believe this is the compensator one, which I actually really like the look of the compensator on this gun. I think it's a really cool just look overall. I think the gun's really cool overall, though. I do really like this gun. Once it gets custom sounds and all that, I think this might replace my right now my go-to is the P220. That's kind of what are you doing? They're not helping me. I think it might replace the P220, which again, the P220 is kind of my go-to pistol mod. I have to use a sidearm or something if I'm making a video, so I think it might be the replacement for that, although I guess we'll see what happens in the future. Do I have a critical hit? I do. Oh, look at that. The Luger 9mm round going through his head. And this one can't aim for crap, so I accidentally hit that button there. So let's go back into first person here, or go back into using this ranged one, which I actually seem to be leaning towards the most, simply because one, you could barely tell there's a stock on it, and two, when using VATS, it actually makes it much more likely that you'll hit your shots, just because it has a big stat boost over all the other options. So I am definitely liking that one. My companion is here somewhere. I have no idea where she is. She doesn't seem to be being the biggest help, but regardless, we can finish this guy off. And yeah, I think that's the way to go with this gun, is using the bigger barrel and the bigger, what's the and the stock on it. It just seems like those are providing me the most benefits out of... Is that a grenade? I think that might be a grenade, which would be a little bit unfortunate. No, I guess it wasn't. This guy looks like he's falling apart though, and it's kind of hard to aim. I can't like really see properly. So let's go run over this way. Is there any cover for me here? There's some cover I could use right here, but nothing too crazy. So we'll switch guns here. It looks like this guy finally realized and started helping me, although I don't know how big of a help he'll be. So we could actually... Oh, no, that's a raider. Never mind. Not a guy helping me. But as you can see, you could actually fire this thing really fast. I think I'm just using the most upgraded barrel there, but definitely going to be packing a serious punch if you start firing that fast. There's only a few enemies left, so we're going to try and use some VATS to finish off the rest of them. Now let's see, this one. Nope, out of VAT shots. And it looks like there's a Brahmin back there. I guess that's from the caravan. And there you go. We'll finish these guys off now, though. Or try to, at least. And let's see. There's a few guys over this way. I guess I should start just focusing down these remaining ones. But all around, again, a really cool weapon mod. Again, I'm not sold on it simply because, well, I'm sold on it. I'll definitely keep it in my game. But the one thing that would get me to use this, because I think it is really high quality, and all around, I think it's a very cool mod. The custom sounds and not even so much the animations. The animations, I think, are pretty on point. But the custom sounds, I think, are going to make a big difference and definitely separate this from some of the other pistol mods out there and really make me want to use this over the long term. I think the weapon mods, there's not a ton of them, but the ones that are added in are unique enough that I'm not like craving for more weapon mods, although more weapon mods would definitely be cool, especially other mods that kind of could convert this into a different gun, giving it a totally different feel. But for the time being, again, I think what the mod is doing right now is pretty good, and the custom sounds is really the only thing I'm left desiring. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video. Clearly, I can't finish off these raiders, even despite my best efforts. So I will see you guys all next time. Again, I thank you for watching. Hope you're having a good Thanksgiving, and I hope to see you all again next time.